Welcome back everybody, and I've got to thank all those subscribers, all those individuals for the well wishes, for those just kind comments. Thank you very much indeed, much appreciated. And thank you to all the new subscribers that have piled in. Excuses, I've got a sniffly nose, I've got a cold all the time. By the by, we've got to push on. And this video, in effect, is a new video, and I apologise for the length of time it's taken me to get this in, but I had a bit of ill health. This is all about capacitors in this event, and how good, bad, indifferent, different manufacturers capacitors are. And I'll say straight away that different capacitors from different manufacturers sound different, and you will read and hear on forums and on the internet, oh, it's just a power supply, it's just a capacitor, they all sound the same. I beg to differ. I really do beg to differ. Over the years, 35 years, I found that different capacitors sound different. Years ago, good quality capacitors, things like this, the BHC, I think it is, yeah. BHC Aerovox, which was used extensively, they sounded good back in the day. Ichicons, again, they sounded good back in the day. We used everywhere. My point being, it's sort of changed in as much as a company called Mundorf has come along recently and produced, they call it, it's called an MLytic AG power cap. This is a 10,000 microfarad, 63 volts, runs at 125 degrees C. That's very high, it's very good. So the longevity of this capacitor is massive compared to others. You'll also notice on the bottom there's this ring. There's this ring around here. It's a foam ring, soft foam, so you don't get microphonics entering the capacitor. It isolates the actual cap from the PCB, so it's a bit of a suspension system really. So they've really thought about this as a capacitor, and I do believe Mundorf, they only make audio products. They don't make run-of-the-mill stuff per se. All their resistors are top-notch. I've used all the capacitors and resistors and chokes and things I've used in my speaker builds over the years. I've always ended up with Mundorf because it sounds best, and these are the same. These relatively new products, they sound fantastic. They change the way I listen to music now. There's more bottom end, more tuneful, it's more weighty. The top end sings, it has a transparency, it lends a transparency to the presentation, which is very good. Overall, they're fantastic in comparison with whoever's. That brings me on to a product made by Avondale, the Cap6. Hope this will stay in focus. So what he calls a miniCAP6, the Mundorf miniCAP6. He makes these to order. Again, I'll repeat, this is not a paid promotion. He sent me this, I've got to send it back. But I thought I'd do it because I've used a couple in a couple of builds. So you've got Schottky diodes. He's got a bit of a choke between C1 and C2. There's a shortened link across there, so if you wanted to put a resistor in here or whatever as a DIY, you could. There's some surface resistors here to enable you to put LEDs. It's already there, and all the speed-on spades, male spades are there. Beautiful PCB. Whole thing's fantastic. Made to order, and I'll put a link downstairs for contact. Very good indeed. It's transformed by amplifiers. Whether it will transform yours, I'm sure it will. And that's where I'm coming from. Fantastic products. New, relatively new to the DIY market. Just a little, my thoughts on capacitors. I did a video some time ago. The same thing. No capacitor sounds the same. In actual fact, no component sounds the same. They all sound different. And you've got to do your best with what you got. Money wise, it's a different league. These are nearly £30 each. These are about £18 each. The little ones, 4,700. They're 40 volts. Compared to back in the day, well, even over last year, I bought these last year, and these were like £2.50 each, £3. These are Samurai Golds. They just sound okay. HE. They're okay. They're nothing special, but they did the job at the time. But these Mundorfs elevate the sonic presentation by a mile, and well worth every penny, in my opinion. And many others' opinions as well. So that's a quick introduction to that, and a quick reintroduction to the channel. Thank you to all the subscribers. If you want to buy me a coffee, please do. It would help me out a bit with components and bits and pieces. I've just shelled out for a load of solder. Unbelievable solder, isn't it? Solder. Little reel like that. I think that was £54, something like that. But anyway, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, please do. All the best to all of you, and there'll be another one shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.